Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, the convicted bomber of the Boston Marathon, one of the focuses of the new discussion about reviving the federal death penalty. You met with him 5 times in 2015, and you testified on his behalf, saying, "I presented him as a human being." Talk about what drives you to do this work. What is it like to meet these prisoners, to accompany them to their death?
Well, it's human rights that human beings can never be identified solely with their actions, that everybody's worth more than the worst thing they've ever done. So like at Dzhokhar's trial, all prosecution wanted to do was demonize.
This is the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, the Boston Marathon. And he was the younger brother. All I said, all the words I could get before the jury were, he's a human being and he felt sorrow for what he did. And I showed why I could say that. And
why could you say that?
Because I had met him. And I, at some point, and this came out in the testimony, I just said, "Dzhokhar, do you hate us all? Would you drop a bomb on all of us?" And he lowered his eyes like this, and he just said, "No, of course not. Nobody deserves to die like that." So you had to be so careful in the language. The prosecutor was holding me to just the language you could use, the judge and so forth. But it's with everybody I've accompanied to death. Some of them, most of them were guilty. 2 of them were innocent because it's so broken. And they have done despicable things, but the death penalty is about us. And more people are standing up now, including guards and wardens who have been close to the killing process. We haven't had an execution in Louisiana in 17 years. There's no official thing that has said we're not going to kill people. And that's going on across the country. A lot of times because the guards who've had to do the killing and the wardens don't want to do it anymore because it does nothing and they're so close. And that's been the heart of the conversation in the Catholic Church. And I said to Pope John Paul II, I said, does the Catholic Church only uphold the dignity of innocent life? Well, when I'm walking with a man to execution and he's shackled hand and foot and he's surrounded by 6 guards and they're going to walk him down this hall and strap him down and kill him. And he kind of turns to me and says, "Sister, please pray God holds up my legs." Can you help the church uphold the dignity of all life? That to take a human being and render them defenseless and kill them can never be justified? And so Pope John Paul was the first one, and then Pope Francis finally moved it to completion and said, under no circumstances can we ever allow the state to kill. It's human rights that drives me because I get to meet the human beings.